Hi again, Sir Earl, and hi everyone. So my name is Brian J. R. Linaban, and I would like also to give my answer of one of the questions in chapter 6, which is why were the Spanish Catholic priests successfully in converting many of our ancestors to Christianity? So that question was very interesting. It's because we can able to understand why 80% of the Filipinos are Christians, and in the Spanish era, why those Spanish friars use their religions to able to manipulate and abuse the power of their religion to able to humiliate the Filipinos. So one of the factor, or the Spanish Catholic priests were successful in converting many of our ancestors to Christianity because of a combination of religious strategy, political power, and adaptation of the two local culture. So these three factor are the reason why a lot of Filipinos are already, or a lot of Filipinos converted to Christianity. So religion was closely tied to Spanish colonial rule, and the missionaries used both persuasion and authority to spread Christianity. Over time, these methods made the new religion deeply rooted in the Filipino society. So we all know that if we are gonna talk about the exploration of Ferdinand Magellan, they brought the 3G, which is the God, glory, in gold. So one of the top G, or the first G, was God. So, and also one important reason for their success was the close partnership between the church and the Spanish colonial government. The priests were not only religious leaders but also powerful figures in local communities. Through the reduction system, Filipinos were gathered into centralized towns where the church became the center of social, political, and religious life. This made conversion. This made this conversion almost unavoidable, as a participation in Christians practice became linked to daily living, governance, and access to service. And also, furthermore, another key factor was the missionary use adaptation and accommodation. Spanish priests learned local languages and used familiar symbols, tradition, and practices to explain Christian techniques. Instead of completely erasing indigenous beliefs, they often blended with Christians' rituals. This made Christianity easier to understand and accept, as it felt less foreign to the people. Festivals, saints, and rituals gradually replaced as or absorbed native custom, allowing conversion to happen and more smoothly. So lastly, the lack of an unified resistance among early Filipinos communities made conversions easier. Pre-colonial society were divided into small barangays where with different beliefs and practices. Without centralized authority or organized religion to oppose Spanish efforts, missionaries were able to spread Christianity gradually and widely. So that is my answer about the why the Spanish, or why the Spanish priests um, successfully converted a lot of Filipinos in the Spanish era. So I also give the contradiction story about the unsuccessful, or the what do you call this, the unsuccessful story of 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 the colonizer. One of that is the in Thailand, they are they are civilized. They are unite for the sake of their country, and that's the reason why Thailand was the free colonized country so they are not colonized by any colonizer. And that's the contradiction between here in the Philippines. We can say that, just like what I've answered, or just like what I've tackled a while ago, that a lot of Filipinos are uncivilized, and um, they are not united. That's the reason why Spanish, or the Spanish priests are easier to use it as strategy to able that Filipinos are converted. That's yeah, and that's my answer for the chapter 6. So thank you so much. Bye.